Okay everybody, so in this video we're going to discover our ideal weight, and this is a very important video because our whole diet will be based around your ideal weight. So this course is not about losing 10 pounds or 20 pounds or I'll just be happy if I can lose 5 pounds. This whole course is about getting you down to your ideal weight, and the whole diet structure is going to be based around this number. So this video is really important. So if you've been big all your life, ever since you're a kid or whatever, maybe you don't know what your ideal weight is, this video is going to help you out. Otherwise, maybe you're a person that was at one time like skinny and fit when you're 20 years old, but now you're 35 and you've gained 40 pounds since, and you kind of have an idea of what you could weigh. But anyways, anyone, whether you're a beginner or just trying to figure this out, I had to do this myself too, like not too long ago, like a few years ago. But this is how you discover your ideal weight and what you should weigh in order to have a flat stomach. And so if you're a guy, you should aim for 10 to 12% body fat. If you're a girl, depending on what you want to go for, I would say roughly around 15% body fat or whatever, but it's not a bad target to go for. But anyways, everyone has their own ideal on what they want to be, but for the most part, you should aim for having a flat stomach and at least seeing the lining of your abs. You don't need to be 5% body fat and be like paper thin and like, you know, I'm saying like a bodybuilder on stage where you can just see every vein in their body. I'm just saying like being a healthy weight is what we're going for. And so, but to discover your ideal weight, this is what we're going to do. And so what you can do is take out your phone, or I'll even post up a video or a picture right here where you can compare yourself and see where you are at body fat percentage wise. So I know this kind of sucks when you do this for the first time, and like when I did this, I was hoping I was around 20% body fat, but it even hurt me even more when I saw that I was even above 25% body fat. But the good news is, and the way to look at this is like, you gotta be honest with yourself and just know that it's all going to change. So but you can't lie to yourself on this thing. You got to be accurate and like be honest and just say, this is where I'm at body fat percentage wise, and just know that we're going to fix this. And so it's not going to help you if you think you're less or more or whatever. You have to be like as accurate as possible. And I'm not going to say like, you know, you're not going to be absolutely 100% perfect with this guesstimate, but just get an idea of where you're going to be at. So go to Google, or even check out the image on the body fat percentage chart. Look at yourself in the mirror, look at the images and that you can see, and just kind of have an idea of where you are body fat percentage wise. When I did this, I was around 28% body fat, maybe even close between 28 and 30% body fat. But I'm going to show you how to calculate these numbers to discover your ideal weight. So take a look at the body fat percentage chart right now. All right, now that you kind of have an idea of what your body fat percentage is, we're going to do a real quick mathematical equation in order for you to find out how much you should weigh, or how much you will weigh once you lose the weight. And so, but again, aim for at least seeing your abs, because this is even if you don't want six-pack abs, I mean, just aim for this, because we're going to eat for your lean muscle mass, which is what we're really going to go for at this. And so, and when you structure your diet based around this number, you can literally eat whatever you want. I'm going to show you everything on how to do this. So just be as, you know, honest with yourself with these numbers, but I'm going to show you how to get down to your ideal weight right now. So whatever your body fat percentage is. So when I was 213 pounds, I was about 28%, 30% body fat or whatever. So, but I'm gonna keep the math easy for y'all. And so like, but this is what you'll do is, so you take your current weight, the weight that you are every morning after you go to the bathroom, and you take your weight, and then you're gonna multiply that by the percentage of your body fat. And then that's gonna be the amount of fat you should lose. And so I'm going to do this on my phone right here and just kind of walk you through this. So like if I weigh 200 pounds and then I was a 25% body fat, multiply that by 0.25, and that's 150. That means like if you're 200 pounds and you have 25% body fat, you have 50 pounds to lose, which means if you take your current weight and you minus that by 50, your ideal weight is like 150. And like this won't be completely accurate because you're not in a science lab and you're having every fat molecule measured and everything like that, but at least you have an idea of what you should weigh in order to have a flat stomach and even see your abs as well. So, but even again, like when I was 213 pounds and I was like 28% body fat at 59 pounds to lose or whatever, roughly. Take your weight minus 59, 154 is the ideal weight, and I'm 155. So like that's what I'm saying is like, but I've gained a little bit of muscle since then. So I've been down to 147 before, back before I gained a little bit of muscle. But when you're first starting off, like this is, even 154 is a good range to aim for. But do this with your current weight and your body fat percentage, and then subtract your body fat from your current weight, and that's your ideal weight. And so, but whatever this number is right here, set this, like engrave this in stone, at least for the next 6 months or whatever long it takes for you to get down to your ideal weight. Because once you lose your weight, if you're trying to build muscle, lose the weight first, then build muscle. But this whole course is about getting down to your ideal weight, which is what it takes to see your abs. And I think a lot of people just want to get down to your ideal weight, even if you don't want to build muscle. But so again, this is going to be your ideal, this is going to be your target for your ideal weight. And the whole entire structure is based around this number. So this number is the most important thing. So, but this is just an estimate. You don't got to be 100% accurate, but you'll know that once you start losing weight, that you'll start being specific on how much you like to weigh. Like 5 months ago, my ideal weight, I like to weigh around 152. But now that I've gotten a few more pounds of muscle from going to the gym and such, like I like to weigh around 155, which is where I'm at consistently. So, and if I ever fall below 155, I know I can add another meal. Or if I ever go off the tracks and I'm 156 or 157, I know I can just pull back on the reins and just like, that's if I'm going off the track, off my diet for whatever reason. But if I'm not strict with myself, or not strict, but I'm just saying like, if you just go way overboard or if I have a late meal, for instance, which is part of my lifestyle tips is not to eat late meals. But if I have a late meal, if I eat something at 9 or 10 o'clock at night, especially some of the meat, I'm gonna wake up the next day 1 or 2 pounds heavier. So like, just when you're mindful of what you're doing, your diet, your routine, you at least know why you gained a pound. So it's like, okay, I just won't do that tomorrow, or you shouldn't really do it ever anyways. But I'm just saying like, you'll at least know why, and you can just correct it. And just and then if you do go off the tracks, you do have a late meal or whatever, go back to your diet, and then you're gonna cut that out the next day or two. So like if I do wake up at 157 for whatever reason, which doesn't happen often by the way, but I'm just saying like, I'll know that I'll just go back to my diet, be the best I can with my diet, and then I'll be back down to 155 in like 2 days. So it's not that big of a deal. But that's the whole thing, is like you're gonna be under control about your diet the entire time. And as long as you're mindful, you're gonna have full control and you be the master of your diet, and the master of your weight. So take this number. I'm going to show you how to apply this number in the next video to have you losing weight every single day until you get down to your ideal weight.